Well, there's a new investigative report that was released by the Navy shortly before Thanksgiving, and I've read it. It's 260 pages. And what the report found, and I included, one of many screenshots I could put in, and I linked to the full report both on the site and the newsletter. But what the report concluded, and here's the first main sentence. The self-radicalization of Second Lieutenant al-Shamrani was the primary cause of this fatal attack. However, his actions and behaviors, along with the organizational environment inherent in the aviation pipeline, likely increased his probability of committing an insider attack. They literally said that there was a, quote, adverse microclimate. And that there were, quote, derogatory and sometimes abusive comments, as well as humiliating public reprimands. Oh, it gets crazier. You ready for this one? In addition, Second Lieutenant al-Shamrani likely faced additional personal and professional stressors due to a language barrier, cultural differences, and the rigor of high-risk aviation training and academics. Mitigating these individual risk factors may have not stopped Second Lieutenant al-Shamrani from evolving into a hostile insider threat, yet they may have lessened his cumulative load of stress, pressure, and anger. End quote. Mm-hmm. What about if we're going to have a discussion on toxic microclimates, and that was in the report, what about the toxic microclimate in which al-Shamrani was born, the one that actually fosters and brings up these murderous clerics like those who radicalized him before he ever came to the United States? What about the toxic climate of not vetting foreign nationals from countries whose previous aviation students flew planes into our buildings? What about that toxic climate? So this is like wokeness. Wokeness is permeating the military now. And this guy, I wrote about this at the time. He was in broad daylight. He was espousing terrorist rhetoric. He was online threatening jihad 2 years before coming to the United States, by the way. A full 2 years before ever coming to the United States. You're telling me that you can send a missile over to a building and strike precisely a specific floor and a specific room, but you can't figure out that this foreign national who's coming over here is all jihad online for 2 years before accepting him into aviation training? I mean, I wrote that how does the government that promises to keep us safe miss so many warning signs? And where was the vetting of this foreign national? Now, do you know in the report, I'm not making this up. In the report, an example of the derogatory and remarks and abuse that he received was they called him porn stash. Where's the lie?